us a ride.
She said she'd be here. Funny, she's never been late before.
You wasted your time then, didn't you?
I did not. I did it because...
I got a fresh ass.
Everybody, it is 5:30 p.m. I'm working on white people's time. How about that, folks? And welcome to Earl Grey Tuesday. And once again, it's me, it's the VINCE. And I hope everybody is doing okay today. Folks, with the new year, a number of things have changed. My health insurance and premiums increase begins. So looking at my check, I wasn't really left with much. Fortunately, it is pre-tax for the health insurance. So I could take home a little bit of money. Thank God. Not much, just a little bit. But I'm glad it's pre-tax instead of post-tax. Otherwise, I'd be fucked. But in any event, the great one has had to make some budget cuts. So, went down to the food bank, or at least Mama did. And I told her to get me a hookup. Got these pinto beans. So the great one's got those in the slow cooker, put a little salt and pepper in it. They're simmering right now. I got coffee. I'm going to have business. Fry a little bit of pork with it. The only thing is, I don't know whether to have fat bat in it or a little bit of bacon or maybe even a ham hock. So, folks, I know it's kind of unusual. I'm running a little late and everything, but I'm going to have to call Mama up and see what she says. All right? I was going to do this before the show, but, I ain't got no time or anything like that. I wanted to make sure I was on time. I'll call Mama up here, all right? See what we got here. Oh, pretty good, Mom. Hey, I had a quick question. You know those pinto beans I got from that food bank thing?
I think I do.
Yeah. Well, I just got around to cooking those things up, and I don't know whether I should throw some fat bat in it or a ham hock or something to flavor it up or so.
Okay, you say you got a can of pintos.
No, I got the dry pintos. I've already soaked them overnight there and everything. I got them in the slow cooker. Well, I was going to go to the grocery store. I just wasn't sure what kind of pork there. I was thinking putting some fat bat in it there, but you think I should put some?
I don't use fat bat myself because I got high blood pressure.
Okay.
I use that little ham chip. You can find it in a package under country ham.
Mm-hmm. Ham chips.
What I use is the country ham that you make the biscuits with. It's already sliced. I just put a little bit of that in there. I don't use the fat back.
Okay.
Use the lean. Yeah, use the lean because see we have high blood pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. I soak my beans overnight, and then it don't take it that long to cook them.
Okay. Yeah, I soaked them already overnight, and I got them in the slow cooker. I just didn't know what to put in there. And I figured I'd give you a call since you an expert at that.
Beans. I love some beans. Daddy got him a free recliner.
Dad got a recliner?
Yeah, what happened was he was going downstairs to check his mail, and the maintenance man was taking this recliner out. He asked him what he was going to do with it. He said somebody didn't want it. He was putting it in the trash. So he told him to bring it to his apartment.
Why would someone throw a good recliner in the trash? I'm glad Dad got that.
Yeah, well, somebody probably bought them a new one.
Oh, okay.
He cleaned it up. He says real nice.
Oh, okay.
Buy one.
Oh, okay. That works out for him, but he still needs to get up and start walking like he's supposed to there. So.
Yeah, I was telling him today I went out and I was real stiff. I got to start going out more.
Yeah, you got plenty of places to walk there. Don't forget you got that free bus ticket so you can walk around Biltmore Square. So.
Oh, I can walk, but I'm saying I was lazy last week. I could go out but one day.
One day? Oh, okay.
One day. I was lazy, so I got stiff. So now I got to keep going out 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, sometimes you got to be lazy here. But I'm about to start my little live stream, get some work done here. But I just wanted to call there, okay?
You was going to the store to get some meat.
I'm going to go to the store in just a minute, and then I got to go do some work there. So it's more like not only that, remember, I can do work on my phone, too. So it's like multitasking.
Yeah, but don't be trying to drive and multitask.
Mom, I'm not going to drive and get on my phone there at the same time.
Oh, good, son. All right, then, Lord's will. I hope to talk to you again Sunday.
All right, Mom. Love you.
Love you. Love you too, dear.
Bye.
Tell your daddy I got to talk to you.
Okay, well, if he ever calls there, and stuff, I mean, but he needs to put his teeth in before, whenever I call up there, because I can't understand what he's saying.
He won't put his teeth in.
Well, I'm going to start telling him to put his teeth in.
Richard, what do you say? Can you repeat it?
Yeah, well, I can't do that all the time. That's kind of annoying. Next time he calls, I'm going to tell him to put his teeth in,
He'll do it. He's not going to do it. I already asked him.
Okay.
He don't like to wear his teeth.
Well, that's too bad. How is he eating anyway?
He's eating with no teeth.
Okay. All right, love you. Love you, Mom.
I love you, son. Bye-bye.
All right, folks. She said to put some ham chips in there, so that's what we gonna do. Y'all give a shout out for Mama Goodrum. But today, folks, I got a little bit of coffee, and of course, I got my water cup given to me by my good friend Pugman. Y'all be sure to thank Pugman. I'm gonna get a little bit of. Well, I got pinto beans, little dried beans from a little food bank and everything. So she said put some ham chips, some lean ham in there. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But in any event, let's get a little music playing. Now the dad thing, I forgot that I was living there. I didn't mean to say. My dad has a tendency not to put his teeth in whenever I give a call. He's too lazy. I told him he needs to put his goddamn teeth in because I can't understand a fucking word he says there. I mean, what do you think, folks? I can't. I didn't mean for y'all to hear that portion of the conversation, but sometimes when I hear my daddy's name, daddy wasn't around for the great one, sometimes it just pisses me off when I hear my daddy in there. So I'm just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. Love Mama, Daddy, I love him too. You know, the Bible teaches us honor thy father and mother. So I honor my father for bringing the great one in this world, but that don't mean I gotta like him. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, but I like my daddy. I like my mama. Sometimes you gotta accept life for what it is and don't be a bitch about it. So daddy wasn't around, that's alright. I got plenty of times to be a tan's daddy. You know what I mean? But folks, get your questions in. We will start videos. Got a lot of good stuff here. Got some trans Wes Watson, new Frank Tufano mints, from what I understand. I haven't looked at it yet. That's what someone was telling me. It's one thing to tell me something. It's another thing to actually see. Oh, he's got a good one. I want my eyes fixed. I bet you do, motherfucker. Yeah, but that's a long one. You know, it's kind of funny. There is no new Tufano ones. This is just rehashed bullshit. What's up, Chad? Okay, Pugman. Yeah, we'll get that all checked out. Yeah, no, it was a brand new recliner, sort of, I think. But hey, folks, look. Even if it's got some stuff in it, there's nothing wrong with buying, getting a used recliner, something that's almost practically brand new. I mean, heck, you put some Febreze on that shit and you got business, alright? Febreze cures everything. It even takes care of AIDS. Alright? That's right. You spray some Febreze on, kills the AIDS and kills herpes. You know? Speaking of herpes, we do got a new Wes Watson video. I think I already mentioned that, so. Honestly, I don't give a damn if he got a new recliner, you know. For me to make bean and cheese burritos, that means I gotta buy tortilla shells. KCB, we gotta keep things cheap, alright? Like I said, I've dropped some of the cost of running the show by about 20 bucks. But we're still in a deficit usually each and every month. That's alright, we got beans. I was gonna go eat beans anyway. Because I knew, look, once your premiums almost double, I mean, I'm paying $300 a month. That's an extra $300, or actually $200. I was paying $75 a month. That's an extra $225, and the great one still wants to consistently put money towards his retirement. So in order for me to do that, I have to make up the loss, folks. I have to make up the loss in income, in revenue. How do you do that? Quite simple. Eat beans. Like I said, folks, and here's the game plan, folks. I eat beans throughout the week, make a little bean broth and everything like that. You know, you can get a bag of beans at Walmart for $1. Now, if I hit the food bank up, I can get that hookup for free and I can save my $1. All right? You fix that up, $1 of beans, you can eat that for a week. Add a little poke to it, you know? I mean, if vegan games can eat beans, I can eat beans, goddammit. I've just never eaten this many beans before. Normally, I don't even eat beans. And if anyone's got a problem with it, yeah, I'm going to talk about beans tonight. But I'm going to hook it up. And you know what I'm making tomorrow, folks? I'm making Victorian gruel. On point, baby. You know, Lamar could show off all the fancy wines and the fancy meals. I'm gonna go flip mode. I'm gonna show a video recipe once I get finished with my Victorian gruel. Oh, I didn't mean to play this here. Hold on. Oh. All right, we're done with that. I didn't mean for that to come on. I am not eating no rats or rattlesnakes or raccoons. I'm not eating no tortillas. That's too many carbohydrates there, KCB. That's too many carbohydrates. All I need is a little bean, a little poke in it, you know, a little meat. I got some drumsticks, you know, you can get like 5 pounds of them for like $6. So I'll roast up some chicken drumsticks, have a little coffee, and you got business. I ain't eating no goddamn rattlesnake. I'm not gaining weight. I'm definitely losing weight. That's because I just got off work, so my jaw is a little bit... Look, the way I look depends on whether I get off work or not, because I talk all day. So my face swells up. But no, I've lost weight. I've continuously lost weight. And I'll continue, and I'll lose a lot more now. I'll be eating beans. Believe me, whenever I wake up in the morning before I talk, my face is like this here. But by the end of the day, it's like this. But I don't care. What's up, Chad? I also drink a lot of water during the day. Let me see if my coffee is cool or not. But I think we've gotten off to a good start to the show. Mama done told me what I need to put in my beans. We're gonna cook up beans. Like I said, folks, a bag of beans is only $1. And you see what I like to do? Soak them overnight, put them in the slow cooker, take some of that bean broth, jar that shit up, put on a little bit of rice whenever I want to, add a little coffee, have my cigar, you got business. Now, I will be streaming. One thing I need to tell you guys, I am going to be live streaming more. I'm going to be using the shorts format, so tomorrow, expect to see me. So you'll probably see a lot more of me. And the reason why I'm doing this is quite simple. I got a lot of extra time that I'm going to be working in here, and I still want to hang out with you folks. So if I'm going to be bored, you can be bored with me and ask questions to keep me entertained and shit. Now, if you guys ask me about world news and what I think about this lesbian getting shot by that officer, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of advice. There is so much fake news going on Facebook. If you're thinking about going to the Minnesota and join in with those people, whether you're for them, against them, I'm gonna have to say stop in the name of love. Because I'd love for you to be on my show next week and be watching instead of being dead. Folks, that place is a war zone right now. And I'll tell you this right now, all the stuff that they doing to those ICE agents, they gonna do it to the wrong person, and one of them's gonna wake up and choose violence. They gonna empty the clip. They just gonna have a nervous breakdown. They gonna air it out. They gonna shoot everybody in the crowd indiscriminately. Don't go down there, folks. If you want to take sides from the comfort of your home. All right? Don't be going out there to I had a friend of mine that said he's gonna go out there. It's like, nigga, are you out your goddamn mind or something? Look what they doing down there. I wish Vanilla Ice wasn't copyright or 10K a day would be replaced by... I would never end my show with Ice Ice Baby. I know the song is oddly going up the charts for the wrong reasons. I tell you one thing, Vanilla Ice getting those royalties with that Ice Ice Baby. I mean, you could look into the comments as far as Ice Ice Baby. Holy moly! 650 million views now. And you know that, yep, there's the Ice comments. 650 million views now. Like I said, his stock is going up. That's crazy. So, the woman that got shot, she's raised $1.5 million. The officer has raised $600,000. That gives him plenty of time to relocate. I'm not playing Lindsay. I don't know where that nigga is there, Chad. I have no clue where he's at. I don't know where he's at, really. So, folks, just stay out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Don't go down there. Don't even think about going down there. And you need to be, and one thing is for sure, the officer had sufficient reason to think that the bitch was gonna run him over with the SUV. She's been to anti-ICE rallies. They even got a little pamphlet as far as to how to resist ICE there. So when Kristi Noem, who I don't like her or any of those other people, say that she was a domestic terrorist, she really was a domestic terrorist. But I feel sorry for the wife. She's a millionaire, but she no longer has her other woman. Kids are going to grow up without their other mother. You know? All because you wanted to... all because you wanted to F around and find out. You play stupid games, folks, and you win stupid prizes. If Sword is paying them in cash, Trump needs to get them on tax evasion. I mean, here's the thing, KCB. If they're going to pay taxes, they ain't got to pay them until next year. So you can't get tax evasion on taxes on money that was made this year. And not only that, I don't think she's gotten the money yet. Not that it really matters. What's up, Matt? I was talking to people about my beans. I had to call Mama up there, figure out what to put in there. But yeah, we're gonna be eating beans for a while with my health insurance premiums going up. And nothing I can do about that, folks. That's and I want to still continue to put money into my retirement. And I'm gonna do that by all means necessary. So if I'm gonna have to eat beans until and business has slightly picked up and expenses have gone down, but not enough, folks. Not enough. But you know, what can you do? Well, KCB, it's their constitutional right to protest. Now, if they are physically interfering, they should be arrested. If they're shooting fireworks at them, yes. You just have a couple of agitators, KCB, and then you have just regular protesters. If they're blowing whistles and stuff, you know, that's not interfering, that's protesting. You can blow a whistle, you can hold up a sign, you can stand on the side of the road, but there's just a few bad actors, which ICE will Popo Billy Club them pretty soon. But they do have a constitutional right to stand there and protest, I mean, in general. And I'm sure they got some paid protesters. And politicians are using it as an opportunity to get more votes, as with any good politician. Yeah, KCB, I know some of them are getting paid, but it's legal. You know, you got paid protesters, and it's legal for them to do that, and they have constitutional right to protest, whether it's for money or against money. That's a constitutional right. Can't do nothing about that, you know? It is what it is, and what it's gonna be is what it's gonna be! But we can't step on the Constitution. We're not Nazis or anything. He needs to make sure they are reporting his income come filing. I could care less about his income or how much money him... what was his name, Jonathan or something, or that Rachel Good is. And people up there, did you see what they were wearing on the Global Globes or something awards? And I'm like, no. And friend asked me why. It's like, because I don't watch the Golden Globes awards. Why in the world would I watch that stuff here, you know? It's like RuPaul's Drag Race. Just because I'm a homosexual doesn't mean I gotta watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I hate that show. It's the most boring show ever, you know? Now, it was fine the first season, but I mean, they got like 6 or 7 different versions. RuPaul Spain, RuPaul Extra, RuPaul former contestants and stuff. I mean, there's only so many drag shows I can watch, period. And it's like the Golden Girls. They expect someone like me to actually watch Golden Girls because I'm a homosexual. No. I ain't watching no Golden Girls in the 80s. I watched the Dukes of Hazzard, and I watched the A-Team, Murdoch and me. That's what I watched. I ain't watching no... RuPaul is one of the most boring shows ever. And you know, I mean, if you gave me a choice to watch paint dry and RuPaul's Drag Race, you know, I'll be staring at the walls all day. I'd rather watch paint dry. I can't stand that show. I don't care what other homo hears me. I don't like RuPaul's Drag Race. Period. That's nothing against the transgender community, by the way. So, to y'all listening in on my show, don't be going and reporting me over to YouTube saying that I'm being transphobic. I'm just saying, folks. There's just too many versions of it. And it's all the same. Drag shows and stuff. I mean, I understand RuPaul got to make his money. He got to make his money. Do your thing.
Can we react to this?
Matt with a $3 donation. Absolutely, we can react to this. We were going to start videos anyway. I need to quit flapping my yaps. But folks, we will never homosexualize this channel. This will always be a piss trooper channel. All right? So yeah, I ain't got to worry about...
I'm making this video.
You won't have to worry about any James Charles stuff or anything like that. And or rainbow flag politics. You ain't going to have to worry about straight... You know, people are talking about straight rights. What the heck? Like I said, folks, you gotta get away from all this media stuff. We're Americans. That's the only race that I care about. Not black, not white. We're just Americans. And we are piss troopers in particular, so we are the higher form of Americans. All right? Non-negotiable. That's the truth.
Because there's still people who comment on my videos saying that they enjoy exercising. They like it, of course. These people are more so lying to themselves than to me, for obvious reasons, but still, I felt obliged to create this video to prove once and for all that everybody hates it. We will firstly look at the clip from Nick Fuentes. He will talk about exercise. It's important to show it, and then afterwards, I'll show you what I really mean.
I mean, I guess it's going well. And my weight is going down. And now I got to integrate the working out. The working out part is the part I'm putting off. I could do not eating. I could refrain from things. But working out, I think about working out and I just go like this. You know, I think...
Yes, and that's because working out is exercise. It's exerting. And that means stress. And all humans hate anything that's stressful. Because stress means your cells die. They also sometimes mutate to try to adapt to the stress, but it's not good for your cells. Let's just put it that way. There's some, of course, adrenaline, cortisol, which is released in response to it. It's a whole topic of its own as to what happens in the body. I've talked about that extensively in other videos. That's not the point of this video. It's simply about your nature, your biology, because you know that it's bad for you, because you actually know everything that's bad for you. It's just that you were brainwashed not to think about it anymore, or more so not to feel how you really feel. You just ignore the way you feel when you do something, whether it's good or bad for you. Most of the time today, people are talked into believing that what's good for them is actually bad for them, and that what's bad for you, which is exercise in this case, is actually good for you.
I think about getting on the bike or working out, and I'm just like, I want to watch TV. You know, like
It's not as if watching TV is something that we would be...
I mean, you could watch TV and be on the bike at the same time. Just get yourself one of those iPads and stuff, and you'll be all right.
Naturally doing, obviously, seeing as there is no TV in nature, but he just wants to chill. The equivalent to that in nature would be laying back and listening to the stories of the elders about how they hunted down this huge buffalo or 20 at once, something like that. You just want to chill and relax. That's it. That's normal. That's human nature, because humans in nature, most of the day, lay and just chill and just enjoy life.
Why get a bike when you can get a tan? You mean tan? I mean, Why don't you save a horse and ride a cowboy too? You know, I mean, sometimes I do ride a cowboy. I ride him into the ground, head down, just know what I mean? Oh, coming. All right.
Working out, I just hate exerting myself.
Yeah, exactly, because everybody hates it, because, as I will show you after this clip, nobody likes it. That's it. You can argue that some things that you do are kind of neutral, but it's never exercise, because exercise is always stressful, seeing as it exerts you. And nobody likes it. There's just no recorded cases of it, as I will show you.
I don't want to move. I know people are like, but you have...
What he really means is that he doesn't want to run or lift weights, of course, not actually...
Nick Fuentes needs to be beaten to death with a rock. Just a big rock. And he is talking way too slow. I'm going to speed this up a bit. Savage always talks too slow. I mean, I guess his English isn't good.
Move. Everybody wants to move. Even this is movement. Nobody just wants to literally lay, except if you're really sick, of course. If you have a high fever.
I'm like, I know, but I just don't want to. I wish I was just a brain in a vat. I wish that my brain was in the robot. I don't want to work out.
Actually, you do feel like this when you do exercise, because you're so exhausted then that you just don't want to do anything really, because you're exhausted, you have no energy. So that's understandable. After working out, while being
well, with all the vile stuff that he says there, Matt, I mean, someone's already tried to kill him before, I mean, who went ahead and, you know, and stuff, so... Yeah, I already know what's coming for him, and it's not good.
In this routine, you do kind of feel like this. You just want to lay all the time, because you're so exhausted.
I just start to think about it and just like, ugh, you know, like I got to put on a workout clothes, like workout shorts and shirt, and get a big-ass water bottle, and okay, here I go, and do push-ups and stuff, and it's too chalant. Working out is so chalant. I'm nonchalant, you know. I'm always nonchalant. Working out is so chalant. Get in your gear, get in the car, drive to the gym, and the whole gym is like, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to, okay, I'm gonna do it, but I really don't want, I'm not gonna be happy about it. I'll go to the gym, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Yeah, that's exactly the mentality of most people. People want to build muscle, so to speak. Not that you really can. You adapt your body to lifting metal. You don't actually build anything, seeing as it, for the most part, disappears again if you stop, depending on your diet. If you eat raw meat, maybe you can keep even most of it, but you for sure don't actually build it as such biologically.
Okay, I'm not gonna get addicted to going to the gym. I'm not gonna like...
Yeah, that's impossible. You can kind of get addicted to the endorphins because...
What in God's name is going on with his eyes? See, see, every once in a while, that lizard people devil eyes come out of him, you know? So you ever seen that movie with Anakin Skywalker when he kills the rest of those rebellion resistance people? And he walks by with those little eyes. That's what Nick Fuentes. He's got lizard eyes right now.
You hate exercising so much, and the feeling after you stop is really nice because you hate it so much. But people also go to the gym to lose weight, besides the so-called muscle building. But again, you will obviously never enjoy it. That's kind of the thing. It's interesting with exercise because you hate it so much, you actually really enjoy being done with it, which somehow delusionally, I don't know how, makes you believe that you like going to the gym. That's how delusional these people are. Because obviously you will never see anybody who's enjoying themselves at the gym, but you could see people...
That's not true. I always enjoy being at the gym.
Smiling once they leave, yeah. Actually, back when I went to the gym, I saw that quite a lot. It's also dark inside, horrible music. Then you go outside.
You know, Matt, they really should have showed like a extra clip to where he's actually killing kids. I mean, they need to really tell the story. I mean, Lord knows I'm not fascinated or actually considering it, but, you know, I think it would actually show just how bad Anakin Skywalker is, how bad Darth Vader is, you know. They need to do something like that. I mean, they almost did something like that with Obi-Wan Kenobi, where they did show, you know, kids being messed up and everything, but Anyway.
There's sunlight, and you're done. And that's kind of what people associate with going to the gym when they are done. Because you were fine before you went into the gym, and then you're fine after. You hate the in-between, but you somehow don't realize it. It's some really severe brainwashing.
I'm not gonna be in love with it. I'm not gonna say, oh, but once you get into it, I'm gonna hate it. I'm always gonna hate it, and I'm always gonna not want to do it. So you can make me go to the gym. You can't make me like it. You can't make me get excited.
This is funny. I just wanted to show this clip because it's just so correct. And really, he's speaking from everybody's soul, so to speak. Because in reality, even the people who tell you that they like it, this is what they really think about it.
You go to the gym. Once you get into it, you get addicted to it. You love how it feels. You always feel better when you...
Yeah, but nobody loves how it feels. You've never seen any recorded cases of that. Just nobody.
You go, no, you don't. You never do. You feel like tired.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody likes doing any kind of exercise. Nobody likes the feeling after. Yeah, in the moment when you're done, like I said, you feel this kind of high. It's not really a high, but I guess to a slave it feels like it. But it's very short-lived. And really you just feel tired, lethargic, with low libido, low testosterone afterwards.
Coming to terms with the fact that I'm getting older and fatter, and it's not easy to get...
Just start eating naturally and you're not going to get fat, overweight. There's no need to exercise.
Give up your youthfulness, but we all have to do it.
No, the more you exercise, the more you will lose your youthfulness.
I have to transform. I have to get a crazy physique so that I don't get mobbed.
I don't know. I mean, how old is Servage anyway? I think he's around my age, possibly. I'm not sure.
I don't know if I care enough. You know what I mean? Like, being mobbed, if I just never go outside, I can mostly avoid that. Honestly, the only reason I want to get juiced up is for the...
Since when did people start believing that being mugged means how much muscle you have or something, whatever he's saying?
Nick Fuentes will never have that much muscle. I mean, why should... And here's my thing, folks. He's not a bodybuilder or fitness buff or anything like that. If he becomes one for some odd reason, okay, fine. Oh, God, he's only like 36 years old. He's a baby. I thought he was at least 40. Savage is just a baby. He's just a big old baby to the great one. He's 1 year older than Vegan Gains. That says something. Yeah. My cousin was born in 1990, so yeah. Got a lot of young bucks there, I tell you what. But let's see what we got as far as videos are concerned tonight. Let's see what we got here. Y'all better put up some... I hope you guys have put up some good shit tonight there. Because we really need it. I know we got some Pugman stuff. So I got you, Pugman. We're going to get that. We're going to get all of it. So let's see what we got, folks. And no dubs, by the way.
On July 16, 2024, officers responded to an aggravated assault at a McDonald's.
Are they yelling in there? Yeah. Okay.
When the McDonald's employees hate her new hours. Okay.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pull up that way? Hey! Where are they? Where are they?
They in the back.
Are they still throwing stuff?
Huh?
Are they still throwing stuff?
No.
Alright, I'll come on.
That's no good. They're still screaming at each other.
You know, folks, if you get so angry at work that you feel like throwing something, just go home for the day. No use in catching a charge, because once you get arrested, you got to pay all those court fees and stuff like that. And believe me, nobody wants to pay court fees. Nobody.
Can't break 46. I'm 10-12. Yeah, that's suspect.
They're not throwing stuff, but they are black womaning.
Why
You're on tree and we just outside the
I wish they would speak something other than Jungle Money, but anyway.
Come here. I need to speak with you. Come here.
Leave me alone! Stop! Let me go out! Let me go out!
This girl thought the fire escape.
I can't understand what these people are saying. Speak the King's English.
At me, bro.
Okay. Where were you when
In the office.
K925 unit check.
We're 10-4, 10-12. Sorry, they're all screaming.
I got it. I got it.
She come right here, and she do like this.
She pushed. You were standing.
Yeah.
She pushed. Okay.
Yeah.
Officers would later learn.
Jesus Christ. Like I said, folks, if you feel like that at work, you know, sometimes, look, folks, sometimes the great one, he comes into work, he just doesn't feel well. He feels like getting all mad and upset. Why do that? You know, take the day off, or, you know, take a 15-minute and jerk off for a bit, you know, just, you know, beat the beat, spank the monkey, and that way you'll feel a lot better. And you come back to work with a sharp attention to work there. You know what I mean? No need to be doing all this.
Learned through the manager's sworn statement that the employee had initially become upset over a change in her hours.
I'm a big away! I'm a big away! Stop me!
This is an awesome video. Who put this up here? I like this.
Stop! Stop your shit! You're gonna go, listen, you're gonna go right to the ground if you keep doing this shit. Stop!
Stop me! Oh, bitch! You, I'm gonna do photo on your ass, so you gonna die. You gonna die, bitch. You gonna die.
I have no weapons on you, we're just patting you down.
You know, they changed her hours, but fortunately, she's not going to have to go to work for a while. In fact, she's not going to have to go to work forever because she's probably fired!
Right. Just pat her down right now. She's...
I ain't doing nothing.
Okay. Let's put her in the car for now. Let's search her. I don't even know the whole story. I roll up, she went apeshit.
But don't go out there.
Remember what he said there. She went apeshit. And you know what?
I don't even know the whole story. I roll up, she went apeshit.
You see, what a lawyer is going to probably do is, like, he's being racist. He said the word ape. But fortunately, there was a Negro standing next to him that nodded in agreement. So it's okay. He could use the word. As long as there's a black person within proximity of you, you are free to use the word ape shit. Just saying. That is part of the 10 crack commandments.
But don't go out there because she's out there.
No, she outside.
Yeah, just don't go out there.
I want to go to the lobby and talk to somebody.
You okay here just for a minute out here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just trying to see what's going on.
The fire extinguisher over there. She was in the office. She picked up the fire extinguisher and tried to throw it at her, and the manager stopped her.
Is this her? Yeah, probably, because we were tussling over here. Thank you.
She doesn't know if she wants to press charges yet. So she said she wanted to talk to this guy. Waylon, we're over here.
You need to take a deep breath and calm down.
She ain't calming down. She on some drugs.
Are these your keys? Ma'am.
See, the thing is about it, I'm not no nasty person, but when I tried to nip it in the black early, they supposed to have this. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I don't care if you're white, black, Puerto Rican, Spanish, when we cut, you cut the same blood. There's no such thing as Haitian better than American. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the whole thing.
What the heck is she talking about? Officer up there just like, he's thinking for a bit. I'm like, I can't wait to get up out of here.
This is how the whole thing started. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. She didn't, to be honest, she pushed, but I'm not hurt. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she still can't put her hands on you. That's not okay.
Are these your keys? Look at me. Are these your keys? I don't want to get them thrown out. That's why I'm asking.
I'm a fresh start.
And this is all over because they changed her hours.
The reason why I say that, because the reason why I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna put it like this right here. The reason why I'm gonna go ahead and do it, because they have to stop and have to end somewhere. And by me saying, okay, just let it go, it'll keep happening. Okay. Go ahead and take her to jail. She got no on this. No, go ahead and take her to jail.
I'm gonna search you. Do you have anything?
Yeah, you guys got enough cameras, right? Yeah.
Or weapons or anything? No? Alright, we're gonna come over here. This one. Go ahead and place your chest area towards the vehicle. Give me a wide stance.
We can watch this one later.
On October.
That one's going to be fun. Geez, I'm like, she ain't got to worry about her hours at McDonald's now. She ain't going to have a job no more. I'm like, Jesus Christ. All for changing your hours? I mean, it's like one of those things that where someone goes and starts shooting into a store because they didn't get enough ketchup in their bag or something like that. Just crazy.
JP $22. Let me see. The original Fidelity Bank foreclosure lawsuit. December 2022, Fidelity Deposit Discount Bank loan $246,000 to Frankie's Meat LLC with Frank Tufano personally involved in the loan documents. Loan was secured against commercial property, meaning that if the loan wasn't repaid, the bank had the right to take and sell the property to recover its money. According to the bank, the required monthly payments were not made, of course.
Oh, God, this is for his facility.
Which caused the loan to go into default. Once loan is in default, lender is legally allowed to demand repayment of the outstanding balance and begin foreclosure proceedings. I knew it. So I knew it. In this case, the bank is asking the court for permission to foreclose on the property, proceed with a sheriff's sale, court-ordered sale of the building, apply the proceeds towards the amount owed. The bank is also seeking to recover interest, fees, legal costs. As of the filing date, the bank claimed around $13,000 with daily interest, legal fees continuing to accrue.
Yes, Raw Foods, it's over for Frank Tufano. It's really over.
Until the matter is resolved, this is an expected outcome.
Now, you can argue with a lot of people. You could argue with Dr. Paul Saladino. You can argue with him. You could argue with Dr. Tufan, who allegedly messed up with your eyes. But folks, and you can put this on a t-shirt, ain't nothing more gangster than a bank. Okay? Ain't nothing more gangster than a bank. You do not fuck with Fidelity. The great one keeps his money with Fidelity. Yeah, Frank Tufano's business is over with. He is, I'm going to be honest with you, his business is over with. Fidelity want their money. Fidelity gonna get their money. Frank can battle Saladino, Taban, and all these other little jokers. But you can't go up against a bank. So he better either come up with that money or they're going to get them draws.
Admitted business loan isn't paid. Man, no shit.
They're going to get his draws!
Frank is such a fucking idiot.
So what probably happened, folks, is that he took the money and he used it for all his surgeries. That's where he got the money from, because this looks like a direct loan. So he probably took, I'm thinking that he took all that money. That's where he got the money for all the surgeries from, is from that loan. That's the only way.
So this is it for Frank's meat business. Like, this is actually it.
Yeah. This is back in 2022.
So this should be done and over with in like another month or two.
Damn. And those fees since 2022, they had to have gone way up.
So... This isn't even that much money.
Let me check that. Hold on a minute.
This isn't even that much money. Frank has to be, like, so fucking retarded.
You see, that's not much money, but look, you have what's called attorney fees. That's what's going to end his business. That's all he owes. He needs to just go and pay that and the attorney fees, or try to negotiate the attorney fees.
Like, this just was not that much money. So he was making $5 million gross income in the last year, and he decided to throw that all away because he didn't want to pay just like fucking 10 grand. Like, this is just outrageous. What an actual fucktard. Absolutely insane.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Free Range Meat LLC and Frank Tufano. This is an LLC, which means I should be able to get the customs records for this. Ooh. Folks, y'all are going to like this. Hold on. You see, now that I know what his LLC name is, you know, we can now figure out where he gets most of his products from by going to Import Genius. So let's see where he gets his products from. Top partner, Dongzhuang City, Zhanga Wang, Let's see. Oh my God. Let's see. You see, these are supposed to be public. Let's see. Pearl Cotton Egg Trays Vacuum Packaging Machine. Wow. Pearl Cotton Egg Trays. Almost a ton of those. Well, Man, that is a lot of weight. Let me get my calculator out. Black solid die. Plus 10 shipments, free rank. Jeez. Looks like he trades a lot with this little Chinese company. But here's the thing, folks. I don't see any... Oh, also, folks, this also gives subsequently the address for his place. Let's look that up on Google Maps. That way we can get an actual view of his building. The floodgates of trolls have been minty. All right, let's check out Google Maps and see what his building looks like. There it is, folks. That's definitely it. So the original building was Pasquale's Food Mart. See, I already knew what the building was named, so... not bad of a spot. You know, that's not actually too bad. He can clean that up a little bit. There's his docks right there. Oh, nice. This is actually a pretty nice building. I mean, it's next to the bank and everything. You know, honestly, Frank doesn't really need to do much to this building for it to be viable. I mean, really, this is a nice building. There's that truck he was talking about and all the other stuff. I mean, seriously. That's a nice... Why in the world is he not using the storefront? Why is he not using the storefront? It's not going to take that much to do anything with it. This is the perfect facility. I mean, I kid you not. $246,000 and you get that freaking building? Are you nuts? He's going to lose that all for $13,000? He got this building for $246,000. All he has to do is clear out the front and that's it. Jesus Christ. What a moron. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with him?
Vince, will you buy it when it goes to auction?
Quick Pump with a $2 donation. Definitely appreciate that. If I was in Pennsylvania, I would definitely get a loan on it, Quick Pump. There's so many things you could do with that building. $246,000, you could rent it out. You could partition it off and just use the space that you need. It has an upstairs. Like I said, you could partition off the building, rent out part of it to help pay the rent and cost of it. But, I mean, $246,000 for that building? I mean, in that location that already sold meat and he has all that equipment? Just fix up the freaking front. That's it. And you don't even have to do much. He just needs to take everything out and clean it. That's it. It won't even cost him under $10,000. And he has a lot of Mexicans that work for him. So.
Wow, he's stupid. Well...
And if you think that he can go and pay the $13,000, no. Fidelity sees it as an advantage, and they're just going to take the building anyway and keep the money. What a moron.
Dumb motherfuckers be dumb motherfuckers. Thanks for...
Frank is going to be out $200,000 just because of that.
For the donation, G.
Please read over.
Do not buy from or donate to Frank Tufano. Before he originally started asking for donations, Frank used to repeatedly explain how he'd soon have to declare bankruptcy. He stopped mentioning bankruptcy altogether when he realized it would...
An LGBTQ gym would actually just fail. That's not a good location, Raw Food. There's not enough parking. If you're going to open up a nightclub, you have to have sufficient parking. There's not much parking there. Which there really shouldn't be because it's just a meat market. If you're going to open up a nightclub, you have to have a ton of parking.
Stifle donations, since why would someone donate to a business that'll go bankrupt anyway? Under Chapter 7 bankruptcy, he'd be forced to sell his business and everything therein. The court-appointed trustee would seize his assets, including business inventory, freezers, equipment, etc., sell them to pay off his personal debts. The business would effectively cease to exist. Basically, if you donate to Frank Tufano, it's going directly into his bank account.
You know what? Now that I have the information, you know, Quick Pump, maybe I can buy it. Maybe I can buy it, actually. I mean, I have the capital. Not only that, folks... I mean, I already opened. That would be a perfect place for my new store, the Grocer's Kitchen. I need to take off those damn pictures. I don't know why that... I thought I cleared up these pictures. God damn it. Son of a bitch. I mean, I already have a grocery store. I mean, there's so many things he could actually do with that place. $246,000. I could do something with that building. Folks, I'm gonna inquire about it. It wouldn't be a bad... I mean, it doesn't cost me anything to look into this here. And see how much they would offer me for it.
Save, for him to waste on going to fancy restaurants, getting more lip filler, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. Won't save his business because his plan was to always declare bankruptcy. Keep in mind, he ran up over $400K worth of business credit card debt. That was almost all luxury, starting with the original 40K eye surgery, 12 different corrective surgeries following. He deliberately splurged and blew money left and right, knowing he'd just inevitably declare bankruptcy and have it all wiped clean. Frank's been claiming to be broke, destitute for over a year now, within the same year. He dropped $30K cash on a lightly used Lexus, $22K cash on a lightly used BMW, $200 on a steak with 150 bottle wine, full week at a $1,000 a night all-inclusive resort and spa, $60K on potato chip machinery, which he didn't need at all and ended up not even using and just paying the Amish to make his chips instead, and $5K on 14 goats to keep his massive backyard. He also admitted he had 6 company cars he bought.
6 company cars? And I know he's not using that for those Mexicans. He might be Aaron Singermaning and PJ Brawning. He better not be trying to embezzle or anything like that. Oh man, they can get him on embezzlement charges.
These are all directly admitted by
KCB, it doesn't matter if it's a slum or not. $246,000 for that building. There's a number of things you can actually do with that. I'll explain that in just a minute once the video ends.
By him from his YouTube videos. It is egregious that a man who flew around the world for plastic surgery while filming himself eating a $400 Japanese Wagyu steak It's asking for donations from hardworking, everyday people, not spoiled, rotten narcissists like Frankenstein. That's why you do not want to donate to Frank Tufano, but you might be thinking, maybe I can still buy from him, though. He's not shipping out any orders. Like, it's over. You absolutely do not want to ever buy from Frank Tufano. Here are just some of the reasons. Customer service is non-existent, hence why customers are forced to initiate chargebacks after weeks of trying to contact support with no response at all, usually for either rotten egg, spoiled meat, or missing packages. If you do charge back for a missing package, he'll mail you a free egg crate to try to use that tracking number as proof of delivery. Whoa! I didn't know he was doing that.
I'm not going to say it because, folks, I already somewhat heard about this type of stuff happening from Frank. But because here's the thing, the reason why I've never mentioned it is because I run a grocery store itself. It would be one of those competitive type things to where I'm only saying it because I run a competing business, and to be honest, I do run a competing business to Frank Tufano, so I've heard stories about that. So I will just say that's allegedly, but people have told me that in the past.
Holy shit.
Now, folks, before we continue, those beans are catching up with me, so I will be right back while I take a shit. Christ. God damn. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, that felt good, folks. I'll tell you. Woo! All right.
If your chargeback succeeds, most do, he'll publicly dox your home address on his YouTube channel with 100,000 plus subs for everyone to see. Huge violation of privacy. He's doing this multiple times. He sources from China, basically drop shipping, very low quality. His factory has consistently had major AC issues. Yeah, which is something you definitely want to talk about when most of the product you're selling has to be refrigerated. Films himself repeatedly touching the food with his bare hands. I've mentioned that. His products are sold not for human consumption. It's been shut down by health department at least once before. Recently admitted to including free samples of 7-HO, an extremely addictive
What?
extract that's actually banned in states like Florida. He wanted you hooked so you buy his overpriced version. That's the Kratom thing. He's extremely litigious and attempting to sue those who initiated chargebacks. Yeah, I have no fucking clue why it's... People who are fans of his, who buy from his website, they're exactly the types of people you'd expect. Literal fucking retards. Actual dumbasses. But yeah, that was very well said. Thanks for that.
He's going to lose. I mean, in the bank, I mean, even if he can't even pay that amount now at this point. Once a foreclosure proceedings start and Fidelity smells blood in the water, they already got most of their money. They could care less about $10,000. They just want his business. So, yeah. What a moron. Ah, classics.
Red-blooded American man would too if they saw this.
I thought it's so fucked up. You just don't give a shit.
I mean, it's not your property. It's the middle of the street.
It is my it's in the front of my fucking neighborhood.
It'll be gone in an hour.
Oh,
It'll be evaporated.
Being on your property. Why are you being on my property, this idiot says.
You got everything?
check.
You throw some garbage out on your property, too. There you go.
Okay, good night.
Hold on.
Who gives a care about my fucking place? I don't care.
You obviously don't care. It's a fucking shit.
No, because the exterminator came over here.
Why don't you have a cover on this fucking thing?
Because the exterminator took that off.
What the hell did you have in here? They needed to take that
There
off.
was ants, all ants in there and shit.
Well, I wonder fucking why, Jason. Look at this shit.
Who cares? Better than Lenny's. More gold than his.
Better than Lenny's. I don't know about that. Do you have a disposal?
Yeah.
There's a disposal down there?
Yeah, I can put it.
What did the exterminator say when he came in here?
He said you need to move all your stuff out. And I did. I moved it all over there. All my stuff.
When the fuck do you plan on cleaning this shit up? Seriously.
In a couple days.
Oh.
After he's done coming. Cleaning them off.
You should not be allowed to live. Oh, Jason.
Lenny's like
What
that
the
too.
fuck is that?
Who gives a...
Why do you keep... Jason. Oh my fucking god. When is the last time your mother or grandmother have been here?
About a month ago.
Jason, seriously. Get this shit cleaned up.
Yeah.
I'm calling your mother anyway.
No.
I'm gonna tell her to come over here.
No.
This is disgusting, Jace. You're not supposed to live like that.
I know. My money looks like that sometimes too.
Why do you think you have fucking bugs and shit?
Alright, goodbye.
Nobody gave it.
All right, Leonard.
Now I can die after.
Now you can die. You're gonna repeat what that fucking idiot said out front?
Yeah, now I can die.
Oh my god. It was a long fucking day. It's 12 hours just now.
Went by pretty quick.
It did go by fast.
What was the highlight of your day?
Taking 2 shots of Jameson. No, it was alright. What are you gonna do?
Wasn't what I expected, but
Nah, I thought it would be, better organized, but
yeah.
It was nice of McLeod to hook us up. It was cool. You got to call out Dale with all 3 of those wackos.
Wait till he sees that.
Oh my god. He'll definitely jerk off all over himself once he sees that.
What do you think about that, Dale?
Alright.
Scott Hall.
Yeah. It seemed like they were all fucked up. They're probably drinking all day at this fucking...
And popping pills.
Alright, Leonard.
Alright, Brett, thanks for
Good night.
taking me.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for the shirts.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks for telling me to get back up there.
Alright.
It was just like disgusting, unhealthy, not recommended.
I feel like I get very used to low maintenance.
Absolutely disgusting.
Nobody's gonna mess with me.
Yeah, if you keep your place like that, especially condos, which obviously that one hasn't been remodeled in quite some time, that's what you're gonna get. So.
Fucking remember! God damn it! I can't fucking do anything right! Nothing is ever fucking good enough for any of you! Fuck! Fucking remember!
Oh, that is a good piece. Oh boy. Speaking of bugs, it's those damn things again. They're very common in the South there. I'll deal with you later. It's those old stink bugs. They're everywhere, folks. They get into the air vents and stuff. But they're quite harmless. Actually very friendly, but I still like getting rid of them. I don't actually kill them, I just let them outside of the house most times. Actually, no, I do kill them. Although sometimes I do let them go. There's a couple of times I let them go. It just depends on how annoying they are.
Hey guys, I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why the Buick LeSabre is the best used car. Alright guys, number 1 reason obviously is going to be your engine, okay? The engine on a Buick LeSabre is a 3.8 liter V6, so it's a very big engine, and guess what? What happens with big engines? They got a lot of torque, okay? That 3.8 liter has got close to 240 torque, and there's actually a supercharged model that has about 280 torque. With a tune and a couple of tweaks, guys, these things are a crazy sleeper car. All right, guys? And that engine is very reliable. It's a big engine, so it doesn't have to work very hard. You just hit the gas a little bit, and then you're off and running. Okay? That's the number 1 reason you want a Buick LeSabre. Also the engine never breaks down, okay? So your number 2 reason is...
Well, everything breaks down eventually. If you take good care of it, and get the oil changes and have everything checked every once in a while, then yeah, it'll take care of you. But everything breaks down. But it is a very reliable engine. That's why I spent over $4,000 to fix the transmission. Because the only reason being is because it was a Buick LeSabre.
Is cost of repairs. They made a lot of these cars, so you can find parts at any junkyard for pennies on the dollar. You can go on eBay and order any parts for these. You can order the center consoles, engine components, anything you could possibly think of is out there because they made thousands of these, okay? And then your number 3 reason to own and buy a Buick LeSabre, why it's the best used car, is because the price. It's very cheap. You can usually get yourself into one of these cars for around $3,000 to $4,000. And then, like I said, they're so cheap and they just don't break down. And if they ever do, parts cost nothing, okay? So the Buick LeSabre is the perfect car for a college student or a high school student. Perfect first car. Perfect car to learn how to work on. So guys, these are the best automobile around. They don't make cars like they used to. Pretty much like in 2007, they started making cars to fail. They started making them so that they would break down on purpose. Okay? This Buick LeSabre is one of the last of the great cars that is actually built to last a very long time. You can run into a few issues. You could need a solenoid replacement. That's pretty easy to do, okay? You could need, some just minor stuff. These cars are so easy to work on. They're so hard to break. You can beat the heck out of them, and they're probably not going to break down for a long time. All right, guys? So get your hands on a Buick LeSabre today before they become extinct. And hit that subscribe. Hey, guys, I'm going to...
Check out this house down the road. I mean, it's full... Yeah, that's going to be typical KCB, but that is still a nice road, though. And for $246,000 for that building, that's a steal right there, literally. I mean, that's a steal. I mean, so let me... Come on, focus. There we go. So, $246,000 for that business, Look, there's a lot of things that you can do. You could partition it off and use it as workspace. You know, Frank has enough space to do a drop shipping business himself, and him being the drop shipper, and just simply ship out products for other people. I mean, but the biggest thing is he can clean up that storefront and just hire a, cashier or so forth and actually do products out the house, basically. I mean, he could have done all that. But yeah, instead, obviously, he did something else with it. It would be a pretty good opportunity. The biggest thing is I would need to know what the cost would be just to fix that place up there. I mean, it is going to need work, no doubt about it, but there's some good opportunities with it. So,
yo, Sean G, podcast with soul. It don't never stop. So, I'm gonna show y'all something. This tripod right here. Look, this tripod, $19.99 off of Amazon. $19.99 off of Amazon. Right? Come on in. Right? And look, y'all, this shit is broke. This shit is broken. Right? But with this tripod and these two phones, I covered the Puffy trial. With this $19.99 tripod that was broken, it don't even stick. And these two phones, I will go live with this phone, and then I will put this phone.
The USDA is kind of a lightweight there, KCB, if you're doing things right. They like actual improvements here. But he would have had to fix the AC.
I will put in my Cash App, and I will look at my comments with this. And with this.
But to be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you, KCB, I wouldn't even sell refrigerated goods in there. I would actually sell dry goods. Use that refrigerator space for dry goods, if anything. I wouldn't even use that place. So simply the reason being is because of the overall cost to actually run it for very little profit. The amount of electricity it costs to run something like that is just not worth it. That's probably why that place went out of business for. I would just generally use that for storage space or for production of dry goods. I would not sell anything refrigerated or frozen. In fact, all my grocery stores I used to do fresh and frozen. I don't even do fresh and frozen anymore. I just do dry goods only.
I covered the Puffy trial and had an impact on the trial. Why am I showing y'all this? Because you just gotta start. You just gotta start. Start with what you got. Start with what you got. I don't have a fancy podcast studio and everybody think, oh man, I gotta go and get two $6,000 cameras. I gotta have podcast lighting. I gotta do all of this and that. No, you don't. You just gotta start first. And you never know. I don't know how many views I got for the 2 months covering the Puffy trial, but I got my 2 biggest YouTube checks ever. And I've been doing YouTube since 2018, over 250 million YouTube views. And I did it with this. Stop waiting and thinking everything gotta be perfect. This shit got to be perfect. I got to have the dope ChatGPT AI to edit my videos. I didn't edit nothing. I went live. And then when I was shooting other videos, I would be at home, put this up on my window ceiling, sit in a cheap ass chair.
And this is what I was talking about, folks, because you guys kept wondering why he was covering the Puffy trial. Because it was generating a lot of views. And when you do that, that equals money. So it doesn't surprise me that this is his biggest check. And that's why he's still continuing to mention this Puffy trial.
That I got from my toothpick fella. Hold on, let me put it back in. A cheap ass chair that I got from Walmart. And I would film myself with this. And I got my 2 biggest checks ever. Stop waiting thinking I got to wait and get this. I need that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Just start filming. Hit the record button and film. And shoot it. And post it. That's it. That's it. So I would catch the bus. I would drive to Jersey City, catch the train over to the city. I would pack my joint up like this. You understand? And this is what I still use this. I still use the same tripod. So, if you want to get into the social media space, all you need is your phone. What you really need more than anything is you have to have some kind of niche about yourself that makes the people want to come back and look at you tomorrow. You have to be the honey to attract the bees. What you're saying, it's not necessarily having this dope ass studio with these dope ass cameras and these dope ass lighting. I ain't got no money for that. All I got is my heart, right? My drive, my consistency, right? My ability to speak, my ability to be animated, my ability to retain information and speak well, and I go with this. Look, this shit is broke, man. This shit don't even work right, but I still use it. I don't care. So stop wasting time. Stop waiting for things to be perfect and get the work. You got to take a risk. You got to take a risk. Everybody's not gonna like what you do. You go in my comment section, you see all of the hate. I don't mind. I respond to the hate. The hate comments is the engagement. When somebody make a hate comment toward me, I reply. I give it a thumbs up and reply. That's the engagement. That drives the numbers up. That drives the check up. I remember when I first started YouTube, I couldn't even get a comment. I just wanted somebody to leave a comment. But now, I got so many I can't even reply to them all. But all of the ones that I hate, I reply back to them. I say, thank you for watching. I appreciate the comment. You understand? I say, you may not like me, but your girl do. Your girl watch all my content. You understand? And then they reply back, I reply back, and then the engagement goes, and then my numbers go up. But shout out to Puff, Free Puff. You understand? With this right here, you understand? I beat Funny Blue Jacket, and Tisa Tells with her lying ass, and all the other ones out there. I dominated the trial, and that's the way it went down. Podcast was sold. Sean G. It don't never stop. And then I would pack up like this, hey y'all, boop, grab my shit like that, and then I would just leave and just go on back. Peace.
Now, as goofy as he sounds, he is exactly right. You just got to get started, folks. Actually, the truth of the matter is I had that exact same tripod and 2 phones, and I got my camera up top here. This phone here only cost me $80. It was like $140 for the Umidigi phone with a $7 service. And then of course, this is my work phone from Verizon. That's about now 6 years old. Still works perfectly fine, but it's going to need to be replaced pretty soon. This phone is actually more powerful than this phone, but I'm going to replace it with another Umidigi. But yeah, you gotta get started, folks. That's all you can do. Can't do really anything else here. Verizon cyber attack. Actually, they laid off the rest of my pals here at Verizon. Everyone that was left remaining after the first layoff is gone now. Cuban's YouTube channel is cooked. He can't go live for 2 months. Why, Mint? Two months is a long time there, Mintinator. He would have had to have a second strike or something like that. Or even no, I mean, I think the longest strike is like 1 week or something. Well, oh, okay. Yeah, you can't talk about the Jews like that, you know. And plus he was wearing that stupid hat anyway. So it doesn't surprise me that eventually someone reported him for it. Like I said, he may not be white, but he's not dark enough like me in order to get away with things. It's the complexion, folks. It's the complexion. Well, that's what happened to me, Ryan. The only time I got an actual community strike was someone reported one of my... Remember the Big Lenny messing with the trans lady and stuff? Some liberal went and reported me for that. That just happened to come on my channel, and I got a community strike with that. So that's where my only legitimate community strike came from. Right now, I don't really have anything. Let me see. I don't think I have any. I think all of my... I think even my warning has expired. Hold on. Yeah, my warning has expired, so I don't even have anything right now. Eventually, I will have another warning. That's just going to happen. That happens to everyone, and...
Arturo.
Although I've pretty much cleaned up most of the content on my channel because all of my old stuff I don't really worry about, but I had to get rid of almost a year's worth of videos, at least a half year's worth of videos, because of it. But in any event, they're live streams, so they don't have any replay value, so I don't really care much for them. So it's not a big loss for me.
Bro, what you got? These last guys, we got to make it quick. I'm a dead body, bro. I'm corpsing it right now. Oh, you got to unmute.
Can you hear me?
Now, what you got, bro? Real quick question. That last.
It's here. It took me nearly 2.
I gotta watch that one later.
Arturo, what you got? These last guys, we got to make it quick. I'm a dead body, bro. I'm corpsing it right now. Oh, you got to unmute.
Can you hear me?
Now, what you got, bro? Real quick question. That last 4 guys, just right to the question.
Well, I'm lost. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll be honest. I'm new with smartphones.
We got your workout set in there. Do your workout. We got some.
Yes.
So start there. Don't tell
Hey, what's up, Steve?
yourself you're lost. Do the fucking workout. That's it.
Yeah, that's on the other app, right? On the what's that thing called? Trainerizer, something like that.
Yeah. So
okay.
start there.
But
do
okay,
your
that,
workout.
okay, that I did. But then, what's the rest with the macros and the food intake? And I don't understand nothing, bro. And then
Because you're not trying to. You're just saying you don't understand it. Do you know math?
Yes, and guy from
So go
Texas.
go turn the fucking labels around, and there's numbers on the back, and go learn something for once in your goddamn life. Because I'm not going to be someone who's going to tell you it's hard when little fucking kids figure it out. How old are you?
I'm 48.
Figure it the fuck out, or get the fuck off my fucking program. It's not.
No. I'm not gonna leave because I'm paying.
So shut the fuck up real quick. Shut up.
Hold on a minute. I gotta play that again. Uh-oh. Oh.
Shut the fuck up. I'll get you right now. Shut up. Listen, motherfucker. Hey, you're 48. You're acting like a pussy. I don't know how to figure out macros. Go figure it out. Fuck your fat ass up. Fuck you think this is wasting our time. I hit you so hard. You hit the floor 4 times
for this
already.
reason.
What?
I'm calling you for this reason to help me out.
Shut
I reached out to you to
your
help
ass
me out.
face down. You know I'd
Help me
smack
out,
the
so
shit
help
out of
me
you
out
first.
on the app.
Shut
right
the
now,
fuck
I was
up.
in like an idiot,
He's
raising
getting
my
canceled.
hand.
This
and
pussy is getting
Hold on.
canceled.
Let
You're
me
getting
tell you
canceled for
something.
talking over me, you faggot. Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. You're 48. Get it done, you fucking idiot. Turn the goddamn label around and read it. If you don't know,
I understand that part.
shut your fucking tone down, you fucking bitch. Get it done.
Chinga tu puta madre, culero. Chinga tu puta madre.
Oh! Oh! Did he really say that?
You fucking bitch. Get it done.
Chinga tu puta madre, culero. Chinga tu puta madre.
Oh, he said, kiss my culo, you son. He said, kiss my ass, you.
Chinga tu puta madre, güey.
This is what people do when they're so fucking stupid they can't figure shit out. Look at removed, canceled, faggot, done. Look at straight up. If you're a fucking pussy and you're 48 and you can't read, get the fuck out of here. Everybody else here can add up simple math. Nobody should tolerate a grown man saying he can't add and coming on going, I'm lost because you don't do anything, you lazy bitch. That's why you're lost, because you're a lazy bitch. People like that need to go fucking just, some people need to just lose and die and fall in the gutter. They need to. Like, because literally we need to be like, oh, if you don't try like Arturo, you'll die. That's the reality of life. If you're like Arturo and you don't fucking try, you die. Done. What type of 48-year-old comes on going, I don't know how to read the numbers? Like, fuck is that? Shut the fuck up, stupid. Ivan, what you got? And they always think they're tough. Dude, I love when they think they're tough. It's like, I will blast you so bad, you soft-ass bitch. I should pull up his pictures.
Results like crazy. And, man, I've been seeing results like crazy. And lately, my wife's been eyeing me like, ooh, man, this guy looks...
Tracking your macros really that hard?
Fuck no!
God damn! Well, wouldn't I would be a horrible person if I was like, it is really hard, Arturo. Do you want us to go count it up for you? Fucking dumbass.
I've been labeled people, you know what I mean? And I've been...
You have to do it to learn you. Hell yeah, homie. Ezekiel, thank you, dog. Big Mo, what's up, homie?
What's up, Wes? Mo from Detroit. First time.
I go directed towards what I want. Overvalued thinking and
Okay, no more yelling, but man, he whipped out some vicious Spanish. He's like, lick my ass, you ugly bald-headed bitch. That is exactly what he said. He said to lick his ass. He said lick my ass there. He didn't say kiss. He said lick my ass. Puto, oh well. Because I heard the word cool. Yeah. I don't know if Wes understands Spanish or not. That's some straight up dirty Spanish right there. That's dirty Spanish. That stuff was nasty.
JP donated $2. Let me see. The original Fidelity Bank foreclosure lawsuit.
All right.
December 2022, Fidelity Deposit Discount Bank loan, $246.
Hey, Pugman. Yeah, we already played this one here, but y'all give a shout out for my man Pugman here. Looks like someone beat you to the punch there, my friend. But I will touch base as far as the Tefano is concerned. He is completely a dumbass for actually just allowing that to happen. I don't know whether he can own guns. Well, no, he can't own guns. He's a felon. Yeah, he can't own guns. So he could forget that. Yeah, I'm not allowed to have guns. I mean, maybe one day. I mean, I'm not really... I'll be honest with you, I'm not really too concerned with stuff like that. Hold on a minute. Something new came. Did something come out from Frank Tefano's ass? Yep, we got a... There we go. We got some shorts now from Frank. Looks like I think he uploaded some new stuff. Yep, here's something new. Hold on.
Now, this was really strange to me when I saw this pop-up. I was like, oh, I'm just banned again. But then I read this and I was like, huh? Your account was banned because of serious misconduct outside the platform that goes against our community guidelines. You may appeal by writing to account appeal at bytedance.com if you have information or evidence that gives us valid reasons to reconsider our decision. Now, TikTok has never given me any reason why I've banned in any capacity. My assumption is because, you know, these plastic surgeons and these doctors and these people that I expose are losing a lot of money and they don't like me telling the truth. I already have active lawsuits against TikTok. Obviously, the courts don't care. They're going to protect these large platforms, and I'm never going to get any justice. And then I just get censored and deplatformed. And the real despicable thing is all of these other online influencers that have never spoken up for me or ever even mentioned my name. They're just as evil as these online platforms. Now, this was...
How many times does it make it that... How many times is it that he's been banned? I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen someone serious misconduct outside of the platform. That means that he didn't do anything in TikTok. I don't even see how he's able to continuously create TikTok accounts here. But I think every time someone sees it that they report him anyway. But yeah, poor little Tink Tink. Poor little Tink Tink. Interesting. New CoffeeZilla video. Now that might be fun. Should I play it? Oh, that's right. He's got all his stuff copyrighted. I'm thinking for a bit. Yeah, I can't play that video. I will get in. Everyone seems to be doubling up on their copyrights lately. I don't know why. I'm going to try to play the new Voidzilla video. This one looks pretty interesting. I'm just gonna have to keep a watch on it.
Crypto token called the New York City token, which he claims will fight anti-Semitism and make New York City safer.
What?
City launched a crypto token called the New York City token, which he claims will fight anti-Semitism and make New York City safer.
And by using this New York City token, we're going to continue to invest in making our city a safer city. I am not going anywhere.
Well, it turns out the money went somewhere soon after he supposedly removed liquidity for his new meme coin, scamming investors for $2.5 million.
Why in the world would you buy a coin from the former Mayor Adams? Jesus Christ. When someone is coming out with a meme coin, you know you just got... He launched a coin 30 minutes ago and then removed the liquidity. That means in 30 minutes, he actually made $2.5 million.
At least that was the allegation. Now the official team has responded saying, given the overwhelming support and demand of the token, our partners had to rebalance the liquidity. We are in it for the long haul. Now, it is true that some of the money has gone back, although they're still sitting with $1.4 million in the account that removed the liquidity. So are they going to put it all back? I don't know yet. I just want to point out the hysterical irony of claiming that you're fighting anti-Semitism, anti-Americanism, and then immediately getting accused of rug pulling and scamming. Here's what their official chart looks like, and let me just say it is rough. You can see they went up to over $100 million in market cap and have plummeted since, and this is when Eric...
Folks, all of these meme coins, they are for the most part a rug pull. Whether it's the Kali coin, whether it's a Doodoo coin, the Hawk Tua coin and stuff, all of them have turned out to do the same thing, to where they've removed liquidity or they have dropped or have other problems. Hey, even I fell for the stuff there, so it happens.
Adam said, we are about to change the game, where the game, it did appear to change. It was going like this, and now it goes like this. He's not wrong about that. The question is it actually serving the ends he claims? I don't really think it is. I think this looks more like your classic politician who has hit the skids, grift. Although, once again, I want to give the devil their due here. This is Josie Stratman, who reported that Eric says, I'm not taking a salary at this time. Down the line, we will make the determination of doing so. And that's pretty much sums up this project. Everything is, we might determine to do this. Maybe details will follow, that kind of thing. It just seems super underbaked. I mean, it's just not a well thought out idea at all. Like several of the commentary on the website says, we're going to reveal the team eventually, but they have not done so far. Like this, control of the Treasury will be disclosed publicly, but so far it's not. The initiative treasury allocation is intended to support charitable initiatives, but which initiatives specifically, not clear. You actually look at the distribution of tokens, and you can see that 8% of the original token allocation is intended to be traded, but you're going to get inflated away over 10x. That is, if they use the NYC token reserve, which they claim they're not going to do. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous. Look, whether or not you even believe it's a rug pull, these meme coins are inherent.
They're rug pulls, folks. They're all rug pulls.
Designed to extract value from the idiots who put money into them, or the desperate people. It can be both. I mean, honestly, if you think your economic future is going to be saved by a guy who is charged with bribery and campaign finance offenses, I've got a token to sell you. I mean, it is so ridiculous, the idea that Eric Adams is in it for the little guy, that they're going to change the meme coin game by doing basically the exact thing so many meme coins have done before, is just preposterous. And given how little we know about the team behind this, besides Eric Adams, I would heavily advise, obviously, people stay far away from this project. And, to the people who lost money, I don't know, that is a very hard lesson, but one you might have learned the last 50 times this has happened. To be clear, the New York City token is not affiliated with New York City at all. There's nothing distinguishing it besides Eric Adams' involvement as a former mayor. And they released like this promo video to try to get people hyped up.
I can't believe this. Thank you, sir.
Good to see
God
you.
bless you, man.
No, I was ripped off by another coin. I did fall for a meme coin by a good friend, but I only lost like $200 or $300, so it wasn't too bad.
Yo, Eric, is that you? Yes, it is, brother. How are you? New York is wild, man. Just get a fucking million out of the back of my car. That's New York. I always say there are two types of Americans: those who live in New York and those who wish they could.
Believe me, folks, I would never want to live in New York. You can have that. You can have that shit. I would never live in New York or Cleveland or anything. My daddy lives in Cleveland. My brother lives in Cleveland. Me and my mama, we ain't living in no Cleveland.
Smell, big moments? Yep, big moment. We're about to change the game. If you can't make it to New York, we're going to bring New York to you.
Honestly, if I were a New Yorker, I would be offended by this. Using the brand of New York to shill some cryptocurrency as if that's equivalent to bringing New York to you to get scammed by some New York City meme coin. I mean, it's ridiculous. The fact that it's gone so mainstream to have, mayors doing this. I guess in some ways, a year ago, the president did it, so maybe this is really a step down, but it's completely insane.
$32, man. Cash or credit card? You got some of the New York City token?
Come on, dude. No.
Oh boy.
I love how they do this. They always get you like, maybe this is going to be equivalent to a taxi fare. Maybe they're going to accept it. This is not accepted as a taxi fare. The funny thing is, despite, implying that maybe this is usable as a real currency, they explicitly say on their website that meme coins like New York City token are never intended to have any monetary value, any market value, utility, or functionality. Meme coins are not an investment. They just want to sell it to you as one. This is the double-sided nature of meme coins, which grates me to no end, is these people will act like, oh, we're doing this great thing. We're raising money for charity. And then at the same time, their terms and conditions are, hey, this was worth nothing. You were getting nothing. We're not giving you anything. But in public, they make it sound like, oh, this is going to be the future currency of New York City, guys. Cash, credit card, or New York City token. So yeah, I just wanted to warn everybody about this obvious grift, whether people want to call it a rug pull. Some of the money has been put back.
It's a rug pull. Gonna restore liquidity. Come on. Where's that $1 million at?
Still money sitting on the sidelines. We don't even know who's really behind this. I mean, I'd say that's the biggest red flag, besides the fact that Eric Adams is somehow tying this to anti-Semitism, which is just insane. But also, you have to know, they say creators and C18 Digital are getting a ton of the token here, like 8%, 4%, 5%. And you've got the NYC token reserve, which is 70% of the supply. They could rug pull you on that, although they claim that there's a lockup duration of forever on 70% of the supply. So it's like, wait, why are you having 70% of the token that you claim is never going to be unlocked? It literally makes no sense. Like, what's the purpose of having 70% of the coins on the sideline and go, hey, we're not going to touch those. We're just going to have them. We're going to have them. We could send this to zero, but we won't, guys. We pinky promise we are not going to touch this 70% reserve supply. Notably, though, later they imply that maybe it will be used. They say details of the custody and access controls of the reserve will be disclosed publicly. So I guess it actually can be used. This whole it's forever locked is actually not the case because they disclaim it later. So this is the kind of stuff you got to watch out for with this. I mean, really, you failed the IQ test if you ever even considered buying this token. But if that doesn't stop you, then actually reading the details of what this thing is should, because it's just a train wreck for everyone involved, except obviously the people behind it all. That's how these tokens always are. They are zero-sum games where there's you, there's other investors, and there's the insiders. And every time it's structured so that the insiders, the people at the top, get most of the money. So that's the reality of these meme coins. Every now and then, some lucky guy gets in a little bit early or whatever, but most of the time, you're going to lose money. It's a disaster. And no, this isn't going to make America safer. It's not going to stop anti-Americanism, whatever that is, and anti-Semitism. Arguably, the only person Eric Adams seems to want to help here is himself.
Oh, boy.
2 pilots were flying a Learjet. And
yeah,
today, the former mayor of New York City launched a...
We don't really care about that. Yeah, all of these... I'll be honest with you, folks. All of these coins they're rug pulls. They are all rug pulls. Folks, don't buy a meme coin. Invest in stocks, mutual funds, a 401k. And, I hear all these, some of my friends, they want me to invest in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is so volatile, I wouldn't even touch it. Even if I had a surefire way of making money, because it's just too volatile. It's a volatile product. I mean, it just goes up and down. And eventually something's going to drop off. Not only that, the cost of a Bitcoin for at least one Bitcoin is just too expensive. Now, I lucked out on gold because gold always works. Gold always works, folks. But everything else, no. But, folks, yes, indeed, there, Ryan. Get your questions in. If you wish to make a donation, you can, but be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Ooh, this one seems to be nice. How to get a felony for $3.79. Okay, let's watch that one. That one looks interesting.
Calls for a water cup. An employee then catches him getting a soda instead of water, and she approaches him to choose the water option for him on the touch. Surveillance footage shows this young man enter a Firehouse Subs and ask for a water cup. An employee then catches him getting a soda instead of water.
That's a very common thing. When I worked at Taco Bell, people used to do that all the time. A lot of times I would just ignore it because here's the thing, a soda is cheap, okay? If they're getting some food and they want to sneak some Mountain Dew, I don't really care. It's not my restaurant. The only time I would care is if someone consistently does it, like almost on a daily basis. So, it's not nothing to even get upset about. But this guy's just being
and she approaches him to choose the water option for him on the touchscreen. However, the male then backs out of the water option and pours himself more soda. He then leaves, leaving the employee frustrated. She then calls the police as the male is now sitting outside the restaurant.
You call the police? She no longer has a job. I will be honest with you, she no longer has a job, and I'll explain why later on.
Restaurant watching YouTube while sipping on his stolen soda.
Brandon, staff called because they want you trespassed from here. Staff called because you've been going in there taking water and stealing soda and not really serving any purpose being here, so they want you trespassed. Do you understand what that means? It means you're no longer welcome here, and if you come back, you're going to get a ticket. Correct. I can't hear you. That's what?
What they're saying is I stole what? What I stole?
They said you've been going in there, taking water, drinking soda, not really serving any legitimate purpose, being there, being a paying customer. You're none of that, so they want you trespassed.
I paid.
Okay. Today?
Not today, but I paid.
Okay. Well, you can't just go in there and take water and take soda and.
I asked for a cup of water.
Any questions about that? Okay. If you come back, you're gonna get a ticket, so that includes like this whole area here. All right. So then you gotta get up and walk away.
What's up?
Yeah, talk louder. I can trespass you. Or I can. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, they want you trespass.
No, it doesn't matter who. An employee here. I'm telling you to leave now, or you're.
And that's the thing, folks. It's the thing about it is that guy, you know, it always puts things in danger to where this guy can come back and start causing some real trouble. But no, well, what's done is done.
You're gonna get a ticket because I've already trespassed you. Yes,
At the very least, unless she was the manager, I would just speak with the supervisor or so forth before making a call to the police, which she may have actually done, but oh well.
Are you the owner of Fire Service?
It don't matter.
Are you the manager of Fire Service?
It does not matter.
Yeah, it does matter.
Get off the property.
Okay.
Leave the property now. I'm telling you to leave.
Are you the manager of Fire Service?
It don't matter. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. You need to leave.
Dude,
Leave.
let's go.
Leave.
I just touched you.
Yep, I did.
Let's go, dude.
Do you want to go to jail?
You can put me in jail?
Yes.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
You can't put me in jail.
Get off the property.
Off the property.
Are you the manager of Fire Service?
It don't matter.
It does.
Get off.
If the cops are called and they're told to make you leave. Now, he could simply leave, but this is what you call a nigga moment, folks, to where, you know, you're just not thinking whatsoever. Here's the thing, folks. Literally speaking, there is no reason for him to stay. Just go. I don't even eat at Firehouse Subs anyway. Just saying. I'm not saying they ain't got no good food or anything like that. The great one just prefers to make his sandwiches at home. So they've told him to leave. He can just simply leave. That's it. There's nothing wrong with them telling them to leave. He knows he messed up. He knows he effed up. And folks, this is also why you don't go and call the police on someone like this here unless you ask for permission. Because eventually he's going to get out and he's going to go into that Firehouse Subs and make another scene. And eventually we're going to have another shooting and they'll make a George Floyd style mural after this person. Maybe.
Get off of the property.
Dude, you're gonna go to jail. Just walk away.
Can you get them to contact the manager?
No.
It's not worth it. They want you trespass. They want you trespass now.
I don't walk past and see what he does.
Get them to the manager to contact Fire
If he walks past again, we'll take him to jail.
Take him to jail. He'll take me to jail.
Leave the
Down
property.
outside the Fire Service.
You can go stand over there. You can go stand over there. You cannot go on any UWSB proproperties or this building.
But as soon as you contact
No,
the manager,
I'm not doing anything that you request. You don't get that right.
As soon as you contact the manager of Fire Service,
No.
is when I leave.
Brandon, we don't have an issue. If you just walk away, we're all good. But if you try walking back, you're gonna go to jail.
Contact the manager.
That's not how it works.
That's definitely how that works.
No.
As soon as the manager says I have been banned from Fire Service, is when I'll be banned from Fire.
They don't have to tell you directly. That's why they call the police force, so that way they can avoid an altercation. And that's perfectly within their rights here. It is the officer's job to where if someone is they say, I don't want this person up there, they're doing that so they don't have an altercation, just like they're having right now. The spook does not simply understand that. You know, sometimes people like him will rive and jive and, you know, even start rapping and stuff. I mean, yeah.
Fire Service.
Get off the
never
property.
said I've been banned from Firehouse.
Does it help if the employees don't want you there? Because the employees don't want you there.
Better with employees.
Okay.
I'm saying outside of Fire
You're out on
Service.
bond too,
Inside
aren't you?
Can you contact the manager so we can situate this?
223 com. What are his bond conditions? Do you understand what?
See, they already know who this guy is anyway. I mean, so they already know he's a constant troublemaker. And as soon as he gets out, he's probably going to go back to that Firehouse Subs and, you know, eventually they're going to have to shoot the guy. I mean, that's probably what's going to happen. Why in the world are you going to argue over a freaking, I mean, Why are you going to argue over Firehouse subs? Just leave. Go. But no. I gotta be that person.
Bond conditions are?
No.
Okay, so you're out on bond because you committed a crime. Okay, so you can't commit any other crime.
I'm not committing a crime.
No, not yet, but if you come back on this property, I'll take you to jail for DC.
I'm not taking it to jail.
Actually, I can.
Okay, no, you cannot. Definitely cannot, because the manager never said.
It does not matter.
The manager never said that I was banned from firehouse subs for sitting outside of firehouse subs.
Do you want us to physically remove you from the property? Do you want us to do that?
You literally can't. You literally can't.
We will physically remove you.
You can't. Contact the manager of firehouse subs.
Dude.
Well, we'll see where he goes. If he wants to go to jail, he'll keep going. You're making a choice. Go ahead. Go ahead. I told you you're trespassed. I told you to walk away. You're not listening.
They never said I'm trespassing.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
They said they want you to trespass.
He's control the firehouse.
Stay there with that officer. You're not free to leave yet.
Hey,
the manager?
I am. I'm the one that called. Yeah, let's talk over here. And she can give you information too, because he's coming on nights that she's here. If you need.
He stole soda?
He stole soda today, yeah. So we gave him a water cup. I walked right up to the machine. I said.
So she is the manager. So yep, she can do that. So it's cool. Never mind what I said previously.
The water's right here. He went back and took something else. And
took a soda?
Took a soda, yeah.
Dude, they said they want you to trespass. It's not that big of a deal. Just don't come back. Why does that matter, dude? Yeah, I understand that, dude.
You're at firehouse subs. You're trespassing. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
He's refusing to leave, so I'm gonna take him to jail. Perfect. Actually, I'm gonna come back in with some paperwork. I want to take him to jail for theft.
Okay.
Did he cause any disturbance in here?
I wouldn't say disturbance, but there was an incident where like he made a few people feel uncomfortable because he stood up and went really loud on Sunday. Yeah, so he screamed a little bit.
Oh, but that was on Sunday.
That was on Sunday.
So today
it was not today.
Stole
Today.
So this guy's crazy.
He took soda again, and the funny thing is, not funny, but if you look at the table that's out there in one of the chairs, there's a clear solo cup. That's literally the cup he used to come in and take soda on Saturday.
All right, I'm gonna get him tucked away and I'll be right back.
Perfect. I appreciate it.
What's the point of this?
Because I don't like people trying to come up to
Dude, understand
saying that I have to do something that I don't know.
Brother, dude.
On my YouTube, I watch a little water cup.
I understand that. But they're saying you're stealing and
trying to tell me I'm banned for firehouse subs.
Alright, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest for
that. Do not fight.
Don't fight us.
Don't fight. Do not fight. Alright, we're gonna stand here. Now you got resisting arrest.
Stop. 2.1 when he's running.
Well, this won't end well. All over a water cup.
2.1 when he's fighting.
Yeah, I never actually stolen anything. You just put me in jail.
Dad.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
They gave me a cup of water.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now.
My job.
You know, it's actually better if you just get him on the ground. If it was me, I would just throw him to the ground, and then that way it makes my job a lot easier. I wouldn't try to stand him up. Just trip him to the ground, and it's just better just to cuff people that way, but oh well. I guess they're trying to be nice to him.
Stop. I have one cuffed.
I have his hand.
You made a choice. This hand, I've got one cuff in his left hand.
I'm not losing my job. I didn't steal anything. They gave me a cup of water. That's what I did. I didn't steal anything. You can't put me in jail over this.
Yes.
No, you can't. You cannot put me in jail over this. You literally can't put me in jail over this. They gave me a cup of water. That's what I did. You can't put me in jail over this. That's dumb. I didn't steal anything.
Search him.
They tried to put me in jail for that. I didn't steal anything. They gave me a cup of water. That's what I did. You can't put
Monkey.
in jail over that. They're saying you took soda. Soda? Soda. They gave me a cup. That's not fucking stealing. But you said they gave you a cup. They gave me a cup. That is not stealing. That is not stealing.
You can take him to that squad.
Hell no, he's not putting in jail. Hell no. Okay, hell no.
My key fob doesn't work.
But I'm not going to jail over this. They gave me a cup. I'm not going to jail for this. I'm not going to jail.
You're going to jail. You can say it as many times as you want. All you had to do is leave. What was the purpose of that? And he's got a DC, disorderly conduct, and he's already out on bond. His bond's going to be revoked, and now he's just going to sit in jail. His bond's going to be revoked, and they're not going to allow him back. I mean,
stop resisting. They gave me a cup. It is not fucking stealing. It would be stealing if I took the cup. It would be stealing if I...
Thanks, guys.
Sure, we're just gonna grab this up.
Okay.
I'm not going to jail. I'm gonna get shot today. Oh Jesus!
Did you hear that? They said that the plainclothes detectives, they said they were just walking by and they were going to get some subs when they saw that happen.
Thanks, guys.
Sure, we're just gonna grab this up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get shot today. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. I'm not going in there. Hell no! I'm not going in there. I'm getting shot today.
Anybody want a soda?
Oh yeah. You the assistant manager?
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm her mother. She's the general manager.
Okay, can I talk to her real quick?
You were the one that got the earpiece knocked out. You did good.
Something else knocked out. I was trying to bring it to the ground, but
So you look kind of young, so hopefully
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad of an experience.
that's all right.
It's time to call me out there, man, because I'm 62. I ain't got much life left, so
No, he fought it. Yeah, we were watching the whole thing. That was not fun. So that's what I didn't want to deal with in here.
Yeah, no, it makes
Because he
sense.
was going to get confrontational.
So I'm gonna grab a non-commissioned non-consent form. We're taking him to jail because he stole a soda.
Yep.
So as far as that goes, I'll have you fill it out. You have like cameras and stuff.
We do have cameras. I would have to have, I can call my owner. She has access to it on her phone.
Can you just around the corner or what? Well, I wanted to drop him to the ground, but Ashley just kept pulling him against the wall. So
the manager never said I got banned for the property.
I said you were banned.
No, shut the up! I'm gonna punch it down when I get these guns. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm punching the glass off your face. Shut the up! When I see you, when I get these guns, oh Jesus Christ!
Now he's going to get for communicating a threat towards an officer. He's just piling up the charges.
I'm punching the out you.
That's a felony.
Okay, bet.
Be honest with yourself. Have you ever bent the rule because you felt like you deserved it? And since when did buying food once turn into a lifetime of free soda? Because to me, that belief is what turned a cup of soda into handcuffs. Honestly, this isn't about soda. It's about entitlement running headfirst into a boundary and refusing to back down. Rewatch the clip because he's told to leave, but he argues. He's given space, but he creeps back in. He's warned, but he continues. Acting like the rules owe him some sort of debate. That's not confusion. That's someone seeing what they can get away with. This is where it goes sideways for a lot of people because it's not the first step that gets people in trouble. It's refusing to slow down. Always remember, every mouthy response cuts off another exit until compliance isn't offered anymore at stake. In the end, that soda was free for him for about 30 seconds. After that, it cost him a life. This suspect, Brandon, was charged with
See, you end up with all this. Oh, felony bail jumping. Looks like he already had a warrant on him. Misdemeanor bail, felony bail jumping, resisting or obstructing an officer, and this is the felony right here: battery or threats to an officer of the court or law enforcement officer, and retail theft. So misdemeanor, felony, misdemeanor, or misdemeanor, felony, big felony right here, and a soda is gonna be misdemeanor. So you got 2 felonies, maybe that one might, well, that one's not gonna be a felony. 2 felonies and 3 misdemeanors. Result, well, he'll have free rent, that's for sure.
misdemeanor bail jumping, felony bail jumping, resisting obstructing, felony battery or threats to a law enforcement officer, and retail theft for stealing a fountain soda worth $3.79. He is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
He's guilty. They're all guilty. They're typically guilty. Yeah. In any event, 10 minutes. Get your questions in and your donations or donations. So that way I can go and eat some more beans. I mean, folks, let me give you a little story as far as how ignorant this is. And I've had a somewhat similar situation as a corrections officer. So one time I was in the old block. Who was with me at the time? Beeks. Me and Beeks was up there feeding the inmates. I think it was Beeks or Roney. No, not Roney. I'd never worked with that fat. Anyway, whoever it was, we were up there. You know, it was it was dinner time. So we had dinner, and folks, I have to keep an alert on dinner anytime they serve fried chicken. Because anytime they serve fried chicken in the prison, it brings out the nigger in people. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna say those words. I don't like saying it words, but whenever they serve fried chicken, it brings the nigger out in some people. Even in white folks. But white folks even begin to act like niggers when fried chicken is around. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. So Anyway, we was passing out the chicken, and I thought everything was going fine until this guy stole an extra cup of Kool-Aid. And folks, prison Kool-Aid is simply almost is a Gatorade type drink to keep them hydrated. So one of the inmates went and told him to put it back, and then next thing you know, they started fighting. And then everyone started fighting. So it turned out to be an entire pod fight. And it took like 6 or 7 of us. We had to call for backup and reinforcements. I'm sorry. When you got 20 people fighting in a pod, that S is for real. All right? Had to call for some backup. My boy Banica came up there just up there chill about ready to. And Lacey, oh man, he was. One thing about Lacey, he was a geeky looking person, but man, he was in intake one time. He beat someone. Someone actually decided to put their hands on him, and I think they punched him. He beat the guy down so bad, even after he broke his arm on his head, he just kept beating him. I mean, he went to the hospital. He sent the guy to the hospital. I like Lacey. If I needed someone to watch my back, I wouldn't get the big dudes. I get little old Lacey, because Lacey didn't give a fuck. It didn't matter how big he was. Lacey would go and break him into. He'd break him up like a Lego. He would tie a Tahitian into a pretzel, bent them up like a pretzel. That's what he did. So, yep, I mean, you turn a simple situation, and, you know, people turn simple situations into bad situations. No different than this Rachel Good. She just could have simply stood there, complied, and when she was told to leave. She shouldn't even been there to begin with. But she just decided to make one simple mistake and ended up with a couple of bullets in her head. Folks, everyone is going to die one day. Reasonably or unreasonably, but don't freaking ask for it. Don't bring it upon you, okay? Don't tempt faith, okay? You'll get there when the good Lord tells you to get there, but don't try to take the expressway up. Do not try to get to the cemeteries before it fills up. I mean, there's plenty of room. There's going to be plenty of room in the cemetery. You don't have to get there early, okay? That's the problem. People are trying to get to the cemetery before it fills up. There's always going to be room in the cemetery. And if there is no room, just get cremated. A lot of the stuff that happens, folks, is just unnecessary. No need for it whatsoever. No need. But it still happens. I'm gonna see if I've sold anything. Probably not. Already? Why? New Tefano video? Yeah, KCB, we already played that. We already played the Taban video. We are not showing the strudel. We are not showing the strudel. That is just not happening. Good music, folks. Good music. But folks, 3 minutes left. Get your questions in and or donations. Whatever you want to do. Will I train later? I worked out yesterday. Probably train after I get something to eat. Now, if you guys notice, my cheeks have gone down now that I've not been working all day. So it's like I said, it depends on the way my face looks. Really depends on when I start the show. Because I'm not speaking as much. Yeah. That's what I try to tell people there, Quick Pump. The only time my cheeks actually... I mean, this is the way my face... It's still a little swole up, so it goes down, Quick Pump. But, you know, usually after I finish working, my cheeks are just puffed up completely. And that's what I was trying to explain to the guy. That's what I was trying to explain to him there. So, because the thing about it is, when you talk for about 8 hours, you know, everything just swells up. It's not the same as me talking, because I'm in, you know, I'm in constant mode, talking back and forth, continuously talking. Whereas, you know, I have pauses and breaks during my live streams while I'm watching the show. No, not yet. Still got a minute left. Be quiet, Cassowary. But y'all know what's coming up next. But he was cussing him. He was cussing out the mailbox. Why in the world would you cuss out a mail? Well, that's right. He is a mailman after all. But folks, it is now 8:00 p.m. and that is the end of Earl Grey Tuesday. I want to thank my good friends Matt. I want to thank Quick Pump for joining me. I want to thank everybody for joining me. So folks, tune in Wednesday, actually, for the testing of the Shorts live streams. Not sure what time, but you guys will see it when I see it. So, other than that, I'm out of here. And as always, peace and soul. Now for the Cassowary. And yes, thank Pugman. Thank everybody that's donated to us. Thank everybody for donating. Okay, peace out. Bye-bye.